Good morning, Nessie. This is Netta from Florida Zone 10A, and I just want to see if I can do a quick garden tour in 15 minutes. I have to get out of here in a little bit. So, I tell you what, this is what I've noticed. There's a hole back here. So this area here is being dug up and replenished this weekend. The 2 pineapples are still there, and squirrels have planted me a nice oak tree right there. I gotta move this papaya right here. I'm either gonna go ahead and let that go to waste or do something else with it. I gotta get this mess up and out of here because some rats are living up under there. I have a blackberry bush growing right here, which is cool. This lemon tree, I had said time for me to give it up. There's an aloe plant there. My muscadine grape is going ham. I'm excited about that. Loquat season is officially over. Thank goodness I'm cutting that tree back. This is my project right here. All tomatoes are going to over summer. No, I'm going to say 90% of my tomatoes are going to over summer in here, and then we'll go from there. But it looks like some of them are making a comeback. Let's pick these yellow ones here. And somebody bit into that one. I can thank my committee of birds. Not gonna eat that. Just letting those just ball out. But I would say most of the tomatoes that are in my garden are right here in this container right here. This here is just all flowers, and I see life. Yeah, life. And I had to cover up my sunflowers because y'all know. Oh goodness, good life. These are all flowers, and I am grateful. Papaya tree has papaya. Looks like ginger coming up here. Pineapple right here. This is asparagus that is doing well. This bed is completely empty, but I went around and picked out a lot of my stunted dwarf tomatoes and put them in the cinder blocks. This tomato bush here is still going. It will be moved. I am just waiting on my 1, 2, 3 tomatoes to blush so that I can cut this down, because I'm just was creeped out by all the hornworms that was in it. I did put a whole flush of what you call it, not honeydew, but the other melon, cantaloupe, in here to see if they would grow. This bed has been replenished. Everything has been dug up except covered up except these tomatoes. This is my champagne bubbles, and I just really want this here. I'm going to see if my cantaloupe will grow here. My collard greens will over summer here. I do have some zinnias popping through. This whole side here was planted with flowers. It didn't do anything. I moved several more pineapples over here in this area. Those were turnips that I threw up there for ground coverage. I put that avocado tree over there and cut the top. It had completely almost died. I don't know if it was the coolness that we had. It's not too well established. I do have several okra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 over here in this area. There's about less than a foot of area to dig here, and then you hit some serious hard stuff because I covered up this ground big time when I put my first raised bed right here. So I'm counting on my okra to pierce through that ground and keep growing. I always have cosmos popping up everywhere. Those are my potatoes, which it did have some flowers on them. I'll drop my, keeping my, over here I have another okra. I did pick all my poblano peppers. They're in the freezer. And there's another okra right there. My cubanelle finally died. Nasturtiums, baby. Nasturtiums be nasturtium, if I can say that properly. My rose bush, I'm so glad this beauty's coming back. I saw an enormous hornworm over here. I don't know where it went. It was big. I showed y'all. And my blackberries right here. And then I cut back my eggplant. And this tomato bush right here, I'm trying to get it off this trellis because here comes Luke, travel it on over. And then this girlie here, they're going to meet up in somewhere. And then I'm trying to get my tomatoes to just pretty much be right there. I'm trying to some more sweet potato slips so I can put out there on the side of the house. And I've been picking tomatoes this morning. I thought my strawberries was done, and oh, that's gonna be ready to eat. Yeah, so I put the strawberry tower right here. I did put copper tape around it, trying to prevent the slugs from going up. I did put me a little herb garden right here. It's all kind of stuff. I can't believe that this St. John's wort finally generated. Toothache plant finally generated. These are, I see a little worm. Bye. That's moringa. Not moringa, but marigolds. Everything here. Thyme, marigolds, parsley, chives, garlic chives, some stuff I don't even know what it is, but I am just impressed with my strawberries. And look, and they just pop it up. Do have these, something, look at there. Bird been biting. Here I put down, this is full of basil, and I put I forgot what I put in here, but these little green patches are sweet alyssum. Moving right along, my peace lilies doing great. My koyas, they are beautiful. The gladioluses are absolutely gorgeous when they bloom. I did put some eggplant down here, and plus I put the hibiscus. I thought the hibiscus, because this one did fine, but I stabbed those in there and they don't seem to be catching on, but we'll see. I hope so, and I can keep them in a pot. This little beauty here is called, right there, nasturtiums. Oh, here's an update. Seed roll, you see it. That is my dwarf tomato project. Dwarf sunflower, forgot what I put in there. And this is my chaos seed roll. Over here, remember the debacle with the peppers? Oh, you guys see it? Oh, isn't she beautiful? They are so pretty. The peppers, look at them. If you remember, if you know, you know. Aphids have been going crazy on them. I was gonna pull back all my little peppers on them, but I'm like, they are already established, so let them grow. Eggplant, cut that back. Of course, it's giving me flowers and never gives me an eggplant. This is a hot pepper right here. This is the Jimmy Nardello right here. Don't know what that one is, but everybody over here is doing remarkable. Put some flowers down here. Don't know what they are, but that looks like mullein. The blackberries are back across here, and you can see the back end over here. Potatoes, pineapples, poblano, collard greens. And as I back up and try not to trip, I'm gonna come and move all this stuff right here, because I gotta cut this big limb down right here. And when I cut this big limb down, it's gonna come tumbling down, and to make sure that when it hits down here, there's nothing over here that it's worth saving. And all my green peppers are worth saving, so I'm gonna move these over here on the side. There's a bell. They are flowering. They're doing remarkably well. This little baby right here is a banana pepper. Got a couple little banana peppers off of it. Tabasco peppers, you know, they keep on giving. I have shishito peppers everywhere, and I want to put them in one pot. That's shishito, that's shishito. This is a shishito. That's another shishito. I don't know what that is. This, I think, is a paprika. I'm not sure what that one is, and I don't know what that one is. This is a red bell, a mini red bell, because the bell peppers are so little. And look at that. So we're going to see what's going to all come over here. I have tomatoes right here. I do have a little dwarf tomato right here. I see a little poop pod, so I'm going to have to find the hornworm. He's in there somewhere, and of course you can't see it. Peppers are growing all back here, and they're doing phenomenally well. And I did put a row of peppers down here, and only 2 of them germinated, but that's fine. Yeah, that's that. This is my flower patch. And look who's, I don't know if this is calendula or 4 o'clock. I got a funny feeling it's a 4 o'clock. And since I'm not here at 4 o'clock, I don't know if it is. I have zinnias popping up. There's a little strawberry out there. Lilies. Oh my goodness. I don't know what this is, but I let it grow. Hibiscus, look, she's just laying dormant right now. You know my crop cage. I showed you my first purple bell. Exciting. I did put a couple flowers over here, but I think the puppy stumped on them. But oh well. This is what's happening. Squirrels are knocking down the mangoes. Oh, there is a okra up in there. I mean, there's so many different varieties of flowers in here. I just can't wait for it to just be in complete, full, flush bloom. This is gorgeous. Yes, those peppers are beautiful. Oh no, I took down all these tomatoes. They're starting to blush. I gotta come and get them so I can cut them down. Put Papa a chair right here so he can sit down. My yellow tomatoes, they are all blushing. This must be a yellow beefsteak right here. And I got that big mamma jamma right there I need to pick, but I was just on the other side here. I just saw a hole. I'm going to pick these. I didn't realize so many of them had blushed. I thought only this one had blushed, but I have so many of them in the house already. Alrighty. I did plant the soya long cucumbers along there. Oh, wrong spot. Soya long cucumbers along there. I did put something else. I want to say those are sunflowers. And then I put a whole row of mustard greens right here because I found nematodes in my tomato that I pulled up right there. And that's just some Swiss chard I pulled up and pulled right back in there. I am excited, beyond excited to announce I have a flowering cucumber. Not only is it a flowering cucumber, it is a healthy cucumber. What variety this is, I don't know, but I know I just threw this is about 7 plants. See all of them right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got 7 of them right here. I have my only mammoth onion still growing. Have zucchini in here growing. Don't know how that's gonna fare off, but this is just a bucket of zinnias. Sunflowers are beautiful. Koya's doing well. Looks like somebody done bit the get from over there because you're not allowed over there. I moved my rosemary over here. Here I have my blueberries still going, but also look at that. Those are flowers to my cucumbers. Another beautiful cucumber. I pulled up all, so no, that cucumber right there, and then those are sweet potatoes. Here I have 5 of my green stalks, well, the rest of my green stalks, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Here, this is going to be Swiss chard and marigolds. And I went and dug up all my Swiss chard from in the gate here and put them in there. Honey, they was all looking like this for 2 days, and now they're perking up. And plus, because they were looking so bad, I reseeded some. I didn't do anything here yet because I want bushy plants here, slim plants here, a bushy plant here, slim plants here, and a bushy plant here. And here are more cucumbers growing. And I was told that I shouldn't grow cucumbers this time of year, but apparently this is the time for me to shine. This right here has ginger and turmeric in it, and this top center here is all green beans, mint, ginger. I did drop a couple watermelon in there, and they germinated. I try. The green beans didn't do nothing. Still have onions and stuff in here, but I'm going to reboot all these at the end of the summer. Let's go inside of the cage. 2 more okra, basil, dwarf tomatoes, struggling crooked neck squash, another okra right here, sweet potatoes, couple carrots popping up. I cut down this whole tomato. Y'all remember that tomato that was in there? I left that one in there because this little bad boy had so many flowers on it. Barbados cherry gives cherries every day, and the birds are having a blast. Took everybody out of here except for that. Looks like a mini Marzano tomato. And I filled this soil up, but I want to move this from over here. The sunflowers just have been absolutely putting on a spectacular show. Spectacular show. I harvested this collard green bush Sunday, and I cooked the greens for Monday and cooked the greens yesterday. They on the stove. They were on the stove. And here I have carrots and celery. I was going to pull the carrots up, but they're not ready yet. They're still pretty little, so I'm going to leave them in there. But see how thick this stem is? I didn't feel around the base of the carrot, so I'm gonna let that stay in there a little bit longer. Another struggling squash. This is my most beautiful squash that I have, and it is in probably 50% shade, and this is what it looks like. And then guess what? I came through here and covered everything up in dirt. Let's see if it works. My little peach over here, I don't know, I'll leave it alone. Koya down here. My melons are making a comeback because somebody came through here and clipped them off like that. And then I put more dirt back here. I put my peppers back here, took the tomatoes out here, and the see, somebody's here eating again. And they done came up here and ate all the tops off again. I don't know what is doing that, but they eat the fresh leaves. Yeah, it's been more than 15 minutes, it's been 17 minutes. That's my grapefruit. This is my tomato bush. I cut this back, just waiting for those to blush and cut it back. That's the diamond little small watermelon that I have. These are my cabbages that I just allowed to overwinter. I cut back my lemongrass completely. This eggplant has made a comeback for the 3rd time. And I have more cucumbers growing, amazingly. And this is borage. Yes, and I don't know what that was because now the borage is growing. This is another squash right here. This pumpkin here is growing absolutely ham. It's coming from over here, but it's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a step back. Oh, I pulled up all the corn. The rats had just did it in, but I do have another bucket of corn growing right here. Have it covered up and have those growing. And plus I came out here and reseeded more. Kumquats are still doing fine. My husband hadn't pulled them off. My watermelons are doing absolutely fabulous. So I have a couple of watermelon patches, but yes. Volunteer tomatoes doing well. Pineapple cleaned up all around that, and that seems to be much happier. Looky. That's Amos and Linda. Another watermelon decided to grow. My orange trees are still covered up, and they're doing fabulous. They were full of aphids. There's a baby ladybug in there. I don't see it, but he in there. Ladybugs got in there and ate them apart. And this is my mulberry tree. It has little tiny mulberries, but my grandma got a big mulberry tree, and I need to go and get a limb off of it, because I just get those and they're the size of a bumblebee. I put my apricot, I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it was, apricot. Also, I came out here and I put my sweet potatoes. I'm sorry, I'm in the, that's not gonna work. So I have one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over here. Plus I have a couple more that I'm trying to get to grow. I just threw this potato out here, let it go. My coconut, I don't think it's going to be a comeback. Those are the bananas. That's a, oops. Then I have some green beans over here. I thought they were yellow wax bush beans, but then they start to look like they wanted to trellis. Plus all in between there are mustard greens that are growing. And that's what that's gonna look like. This is what this is looking like. Plus my aloe, which I've been rubbing on my puppy's hot spots and it's been doing wonderful. Let me grab another piece because Nugget's gonna need another spot for his arm. Plus I put it on my hair. All right, boys. Tell everybody, thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for allowing me into your home, and we will see you guys next time.